touching the shoulder first. The front hand's down, ready to down block. And I reach with my back hand, I touch shoulder, and I get my head to the opposite side. So once I touch my back hand on the shoulder, I'm gonna get my head right on the shoulder here. My front hand's down, I'm gonna touch the shoulder, I'm gonna get my head on his shoulder, and now I can get to my collar tie. And then once I'm on my collar tie, I'm not really hanging on the head like this. You're gonna have to change from the collar tie to the inside tie in order to pull into this back leg. So I'm here, I'm gonna have to change from the collar tie to the inside tie for a second, just to pull it. And then I'm down back forward. And I pull in. And then I'm back to the collar tie. So make sure you're not trying to pull a guy like this. It's not gonna work out. To make it easier, you could just change collar ties. I would just stay here on the inside tie on this side, and I like to just change from here to here. So here, but you could do this too. I think it's a little bit too much movement, but you could just keep going back and forth. So now the next shot we'll do is you got a collar tie and inside tie. And you're pushing. Anytime I push his head and his arm together. So you're here. So I'm circling and I'm going to be pushing this arm down. So your partner's going to lift it up like that. And that's going to be, I'm going to use that to under. So I'm pressing it this way. You start to lift this arm up. And then that's when I'm going to take my outside step attack. But you have to, in order to get to this setup, you're going to have to go through the whole hand frame that we've been talking about. The whole time, you're not just going to be able to come here and then shoot. So it's going to be here. Fix it up. And into my outside step. So really, make sure you're focused on all the like the hand frame leading up to the attack. Yeah, so we're still initiating the tie properly. Get your head in there, get your elbow in. You gotta pull through his back leg. I gotta get on this side of my outside step. So I'm just gonna change from here, get here. And I'm still gonna pull, push his arm across. You guys see how I'm pushing his head with this hand? I'm pulling his arm over with this hand. He's super off balance, so he has to get this arm up. As he gets his arm up, I'm stepping on my outside foot. Everyone's probably seen the outside step. So the only difference, the high crotch is this side. I'm stepping with my inside foot. I'm hitting the regular high crotch. The only difference with the outside step is I'm stepping with the outside foot. So I'm going to back step first, load my feet up. Now I'm going to explode to this leg as I lift it up. Step as far as I can, and I slide this knee in between his two feet. And I'm here, my arm as high as it goes, up his butt, and then this hand goes to the calf. I'm getting my hips to boot to his leg, and I'm lifting this up. So everyone knows you have to hand fight to the shot, but I'll just show it like this for now. Going this way, just really fighting his hand up. You guys see how I have it down? Just fighting his hand up, or his arm, his elbow up. I'm going to back step, so my feet are loaded. Now I'm going to lift this arm up so it's out of my way. And I'm going to step as far as I can to this foot. My knee goes right between his 2 feet. Head up, back straight, hand high. And this is lifting up his ankle. So one more time. Over here, circling here. He's lifting his elbow up, back step. Finish double. Anybody need to see it yet? First one. Shot 1, 2. So I'm gonna I'm gonna just fake it, and I'm gonna misdirect to this single leg. So I can do it here. It's kind of like, if you get the guy with the outside step already, and he's really, eyes pops his elbow, he's ready for it. Now I'm just gonna push off this, like the outside step leg. I'm gonna redirect right to this opposite knee. And for this shot, you gotta go a little bit low, because his head and stuff's gonna be down. Redirect a little bit lower than a regular single leg. Just for you guys to think about. Here, right to the single leg. You guys can try that some other time. But just to show you. Now, I'm gonna show clearing ties back to my attack. So, the first couple things we'll do is collar ties me. Collar's up here for now. This side. I'm gonna grab the elbow. Stay my stance. I'm gonna grab the elbow and I'm gonna push into him. Make one hard push forward, and I'm gonna clear. So I used to clear like this a lot, and then good hand fighters will keep your head down. As I clear, they'll push your head down like this. So that's why you gotta get his weight back. I'm gonna push into him, and then clear. And now I'm back to here. See what position I'm in right here? Right to that. So it's all kind of like a system. So he collar ties me. Boom. I'm gonna shrink my neck a little bit. You don't want to be like this, just let him pull in your neck. So I'm gonna, as I see him collar tie, I'm gonna shrug my shoulders a little bit, grab his tricep, keep my head up, drive as hard as I can into him one time, duck my head down, and now this is my tie. I can come here, pull his back foot, I'm right back into the position we were just working on. So, and in the other position, for me, if he collar ties this side, it's here, next to collar tie for me, and then over this side. If he collar ties it on this side, I like to re-collar tie him, grab a wrist, I duck my chin to my chest, I roll it off, and I get right to his elbow. Drop my head, the key is dropping your head down. Because if I try to turn it off like this, it's not going to work. So I gotta drop my head out of the way, because that's the only thing moving him up. And here. Now back to my collar tie, back to my position. Or for me, if the guy collar ties the other side, I still shrug my shoulders, and I still can get my good side. Boom, collar tie, grab the wrist, right here, and now still duck your chin to your chest, the whole way down, roll it up. I got the wrist, I'm not letting go of the wrist until I'm ready to grab the tricep. So now I go back to here, we do this one. Cool. So it's pretty much just two easy positions. Thigh, or his hamstring, like to me. So I'm really locking out his leg. So I'm gonna shoot a sweep single. And as soon as I shoot, I kind of get right to it. So now when I shoot my sweep, I snake, and then if he starts to sprawl, I'm still good here. And I get my lock with this other hand, or I get a good grip with this other hand, and I'm pulling his hamstring to me. I'm really I'm trying to rip his hamstring to me. As I'm training this bottom leg, bottom half of his leg, my shoulders real tight to his leg, and I'm gonna slowly circle around. Like that. So, like your traditional finish would be here, lock your hands like this, and kind of try to drive around it. I'm not shooting thoughts, probably. I shoot on it, boom, I'm staying, my hand is staying down his leg. I'm pulling to me, this other hand is going to drive hamstring, and I'm going to, my elbow is up right now, I'm trying to put my elbow back to me. Now his legs starting to walk out. As I start to circle around, this hand that's low is going to go to the ankle, and now I'm going to grab rear elbow. It's going to make him change his hip. So he's like this, I start to cut it back, he's going to change his hip pressure, I'm going to pump my head out. I'll do the other side, I'm actually better at this side. So over here, this right here, this moves up, I'm trying to cut it back, like this. figure out how to get out to my high crouch because I'm gonna finish here. So once I get here on my equal, then I'm gonna use my hand, keep my head up, I'm gonna change my legs. My first thing will be the step behind that we just did. If I can't get that, then I'm gonna try to cut it back. Try to cut it back. Guys, in circle, I pop my head up, so high crouch. Here, change legs. This leg's up, head up. This hand's closing on the mat. And there's a couple different ways you can pop your head out. You can either hit with your shoulder, hit him, and then sink back. So you can hit him, drive forward, and then retract back. So high crouch. For me, I think it works best when you try to cut a guy back. So cutting him back means trying to take it this way, like that. I'm not really good at actually cutting it back, kind of just making it feel like I'm going to, just so he squares up. See my hands on this side. If he starts to turn too much, then I can cut it back, like that. So you're just gonna make it feel like you're gonna cut it back, just so he hurry it up and changes his pressure. Then I pop my head on my crouch. This really works when a guy sprawls. I should have said that when he sprawls, takes his leg back a little bit, and I'm here, and I'm kind of like in a stuck position. That's when I just grab here. I keep this snake, I pull it to me like this. And then as soon as I bring it to me, this hand, instead of snaking, goes right to the ankle. So I grab like a grip, like you grab like a baseball bat, grab his ankle, running behind. My knees behind it. I'm posting this hand out on the ankle, right between his legs. My neck and shoulder are tight to his hamstring, for his leg. I shelf. Then I'm here, I can take my time. This toe's kind of like up, so I push it down. Now I take his hamstring. Tight. So I think the biggest problem is people aren't really like sprawling at all. They're kind of just standing straight up, so it's hard to do like the technique when someone's just standing straight up. So now for this one, we'll be and we lose this hand. So I was trying to be like this, but it just worked. He's strong good. I lost this grip. So now I just have one hand, it's snake. I'm actually gonna step up my opposite knee, the outside knee. And I'm gonna keep my head up like this. And I have a couple options I can do. I can either step behind, I hook the ankle here, and then this hand has to find the mat, like this. As I slowly start to take this away, and I get my shoulders in here. So you shoot a switch single here. I couldn't get my other hand locked on the leg, so I still keep this leg snake. I drop the opposite knee and pop up so I can get closer to the leg. Now I need to keep my head up, and I need to run a circle and step behind this leg that I have. Circle. I hook the leg a little bit, and now this hand's up in the air. He's still wizarding me. So I can't get my hand down, so I need to take his leg away, post the hand, and now I need to try to fight my shoulder in like this, like that. Now once I'm here, it's just a regular finish, shelf, and then drop, double leg. Obviously this is the ideal to finish what we just did, but he's strong hard. I lost it, I need to get my head up and my opposite knee here. Now I'm going to see how my opposite knee's up, the outside knee. So now I'm going to keep my head up, come in a little closer with my knees, step behind it. Now I'm going to start taking it away. The hardest part is getting your hand down to the mat. You don't want to come up here. So then you're never going to finish this position. So the key is keeping your hand here. It might be hard enough to wizard and you can't get your hands to the mat. If you can't get your hands to the mat, you just start to take the leg away more and more and dig your shoulder in. And once you're here, easy lift. To me, I took a big bite of his leg, shoulders in the pocket now, and now I'm going to change from here to here. swimming, drop the shoulder in. So I think that's a big part. Once you're here, pull it in, and then drop the shoulders. So let's lay it back, pull it in, drop my shoulder, follow it in. I'm gonna look here, and right here. And once you get behind it like this, when you have it up, sometimes I'm still wrestle. So let's grab the toe and toe, sometimes go like this. It makes it harder. Grab his toe, and just push his ankle down, and then back. So once you get your partner here, you're in a pretty good position. But here, you still can fight. You most guys can get out of this. Come and grab his foot, first toe. I'm gonna push it down to the mat, and I'm gonna grab all my weight on his ankle. Freestyle guys, go wrist release, just drag it down. Work on that. Turn my other leg up, so I'm here. I'm actually gonna face this way, and I'm gonna step over, like that. So if you guys get deep, my shoulders out, there's not much I can do. I could go like this, or I can, he's starting to get the corner on me a little bit. I'm gonna actually open my legs up towards him, like this. Let me get a taller guy, so you can grab it. Look like a taller skinny guy. A little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up to him. So my legs are usually away from him. I'm going to open up to him, and I'm going to hook this bottom leg here. Once I'm here, I'm going to start the wrestle back this way. So it's not like a last ditch effort. I'm here. My shoulder's out, so there's not much I can do here besides wait for him just to come up on top. Keep circling, come up on top of the leg. That's probably what will happen. So the last resort would be, he's got a cross lock. I'm going to open up to him this way, and I'm going to hook around here, like that. Once I'm here, now I'm going to just push off, go back this way. It's, yeah, it's kind of like, if I'm over here, and instead of just letting the guys score me, like, come up with the leg in, because that's probably my worst position. He's been on the bottom when I got his leg in. I would probably just try this. Even if I don't finish it, I'll probably just get a stalemate. My shoulder's out. This is a terrible position for me. It's definitely my worst position. So I'm going to open up to him like this. And I'm going to step here. Just like this. I'm going to try to hook the leg. And I'm going to throw it back this way. I'm not jumping with this leg. Let me see. After I lift the wrist, as he pulls it away, boom, I block. Now this hand posts, and these knees come up underneath me as I elevate his foot. Post. You see how I changed my head too? My head was inside, and as I came up, my head popped up like that. Outside step. He sits right to it. First thing you push off, so I know you roll through like that, over top freestyle. I'm going to close here first with my head up, get outside the knee, like that. Now I'm going to drop so I get my shoulder the whole way through, because I can't reach his hand right now. So I'm going to drop. Second one, get outside step. He's going to pull me to a crackdown. And this is a position I don't really like to be in, but if I am here and the guy has a chest wrap, I'm going to kind of sit to my right hip a little bit. I'm going to put this right arm the whole way under, and I'm going to act like I want this wrist. So, as I'm here, I'm acting like I want this wrist. He's going to pull it back, and then I try my arm so he can't get back to it. So, rest of the guys like Kyle Dane, you get here, he goes chest wrap, then you're pretty screwed here. So I need to get my arm eased, and I'm going to act like I want this wrist. Guys will kind of freak out a little bit, and they'll let go. So if not, he's just going to keep the lock, and he's going to put pressure on my head and stuff like that. So I kind of get this arm the whole way through. I act like I want this wrist, and as he moves away, I just like bring my elbow in so he can't get back to it. So now as he's trying to get back to it, I'm going to take the trap like this. So Let's restart. And my outside step. Boom. He goes right to it. I would try to get outside the knee here. See, I was inside at the beginning. I would try to get outside, drop my shoulder the full way, act like I want this wrist as it pulls it away. Then I'm going here. Once I'm ready, I'm going to circle a little bit, post this hand, and I need to get up quick, because if I just post this hand, then I go right back to it. So, I'm keeping it blocked, circling, post the hand. As soon as I post the hand, my right leg's going to come up. Like that. So you gotta make sure you like bring your knees up quick, where he's gonna go right back to the chest out, and then he's not gonna fall for that again. So I'm here. See how my knees are a little bit out or outside of his? I'm not in between here, like this. Because if I stick my head forward, he's gonna roll me through. So I need to get outside, like that. And then acting, I want this wrist. Hold it there for a second, go back. And this guy's gonna start to freak out because he doesn't know, he thinks I'm trying to trap it. So he's just gonna pull it out real quick. And then I'm here. It doesn't have to be immediate because you're good here, you can just keep your elbow in. But once I'm ready, this is gonna wrap below his knee. I'm gonna post his hand and change my leg. Just like that. You have to go back to the post for a split second. So I'm pulling, posture up, pressure it, head up. I'm trying to cut it back, and he's getting to change right there. I'm gonna let it go a little bit, so I can pop my head out to this side. So it's gonna hard to pop your head. You're constantly like pressure it forward. So you kind of pressure forward and then let go. Good squeeze now. Try to run it out. Cut back. Now I'm outside. But make sure you then I'm circling. But if it's other legs back, well then it would be, I would change from my collar tie down to here. Pull this way. And then every time after I pull, then I push back in. So this way, I pull, then I push back in. And then lead the other leg. I pull, and I push back in. So that one's the leg test. So I'm going to push my side up here. And now from here, pull. And I like to move his head. So I'm always gonna kind of be moving his head. So same thing you're doing, push in, turns to push back. I have this tricep in the head. I'm gonna kind of just create a little space and redirect him across my body. So, I'm gonna push him in, forward. I gotta create a little bit of space. We're too tight, so I gotta create space. And I redirect his head. I'm gonna drop right to his ankle. I feel like when you hit this in a match, it's kind of, everyone might end up in a different spot, depending on how your partner reacts. But make sure you're initiating the tie properly. Circle his back foot. See how my hand's not bent down? If it was, you would just drop his head, and I would lose my tie up. Here. Create space, and I drop to the ankle. Circle back foot, just for the sake of the drill, a couple times, and then my arms are bent here. I'm gonna push for a second to straighten my arms, and then I'm gonna redirect his head, and I'm gonna drop to the ankle. Once he gets to the ankle, just drop the leg, finish. Like that. So my hand doesn't have to be on the back of his neck, it's mostly just my elbow. So now when I'm driving in, here. Now when I want to pull him down, then I can extend. So if I just always do this, he's always going to pass him off, and then we're right back to where we were. So I just be cautious, I'm touching the shoulder, I'm getting my head close to him, ready to down block, get the shoes. And now once I'm ready to initiate my tie, I punch my shoulder into his neck, up here. And I'm controlling this opposite tricep. So just for now, everyone, really just focus on putting your front hand down, ready to down block and sprawl, back in, touching the shoulder, and then I'm moving with my head on the opposite side when I'm touching. So I'm touching here, and my head's coming over here on the shoulder. Once I'm ready to initiate the tie, I'm going to drive my elbow into his neck like that. I'm going to put pressure into